Hello, stamping friends. Brenda Hillard here at createwithbrenda.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am located in north central Minnesota. But I like to say that because sometimes I talk about the weather and I want people to know where I'm from. But really, my location doesn't matter. If you're looking for a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love, love, love to be your demonstrator. I keep you current on all of the sales and the happenings, and whatever I know that's upcoming, I share that with you as well. So besides giving you lots of great demonstration videos and card ideas, I offer a monthly mystery stamp via Zoom, a monthly swap that I organize, and also, every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Central Time, I do Coffee and Create with Brenda using new product from the Stampin' Up! Catalogs. Shouldn't say new, current products. Some of it's new, some of it's been here for a little while, but it's still current product that you can order. Okay, so for today, I want to tell you about, sorry, I've been doing videos today, so I'm a little bit dry. The mini catalog that you see here, the January through April mini catalog 2023 and celebration, both start on Thursday. So tomorrow, you can order from the mini catalog. You can also still order from the annual catalog, but for every $50 that you purchase, you can pick free product from this celebration brochure. Because I'm recording this prior to January 5th, I cannot open these catalogs, but rest assured that on Thursday, I will have the digital copy up on my website at createwithbrenda.com. I will post the links in my newsletter, and you can subscribe to my newsletter also at my website up here, Create with Brenda. And when you order with me, be sure if your order is under $150 that you use my monthly host code. That way you earn free product on qualifying purchases, and you will receive a handmade card from me. All right, so what else do I have to tell you? Nothing. Let's get stamping. All right, so the products I'm going to use today is one of the new stamp sets coming out tomorrow called Marigold Moments. This is so pretty. I haven't actually stamped the flowers yet, but I will. Don't you worry. I love the font on here, and I am going to be using this sentiment that says you have a heart of gold on today's project. I'm also going to be using the Cane Weave 3D embossing folder. This is amazing. If you haven't seen anything done with it yet, I will show you here. I've done a couple projects with that. I really love that embossing folder. I'm also going to be using the Rain or Shine Designer Series paper. This is really a cute set. I did do a video yesterday that went into great detail about this Designer Series paper, so go back and check that out if you want. This is a 12 by 12 pack of paper, and whenever you see my paper samples like this on my videos, this is the front side, the back side, front back, you know, because we have the double-sided Designer Series paper. So, and then the coordinating colors are always in the middle here. All right, so here's what we're doing, or here's what you're going to need. I have a basic white medium envelope. I have a basic white card base, standard card base that measures 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I will put all the measurements for today's product right down below in the description. Just click on where it says more. I have a piece of Mango Melody that measures 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have 3 more pieces of Mango Melody, and these are cut at 1 3/4 inch square. You're gonna need 3 of them. cut 3. Then I have a piece of basic white that measures 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I have a piece of basic white cut at 1.5 inch square. So you're going to cut one of those, and then you're going to cut 2 pieces of the designer series paper. Okay, so this card is fairly straightforward and it'll go rather quickly. I have already taken the piece of 3 3/4 by 5 basic white, and I am going to put that in the embossing folder. So you guys, do you know that if you turn this upside down where the Stampin' Up! Logo is, there's a black line? And if you just line your cardstock up on that black line and then pinch it closed, your cardstock is in there straight and you get a really nice straight embossing every single time. So I'm going to run that through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss, and this is that cane weave. It's really, really pretty. My grandma had chairs in her dining room like that. So anyway, that's what that reminds me of. All right. Oh, I know one thing I forgot to grab. Let me grab it here. And that is, these are the little, the loose daisy embellishments. These are really kind of neat. Like, I don't remember Stampin' Up! Having anything like this, but they're like rubber. They're really, really nice, and they'd be great for a shaker card because they won't be staticky like the sequins or the beads can be. All right, so let's start with our 1.5 inch basic white square, and I'm going to bring in my early espresso, and I'm just going to ink up my sentiment that I told you I was going to use from the Marigold Moments. It says, "You have a heart of gold." And then I want to just stamp this right on my square. And I can't really see very well because I'm white on white. So if I take my stamp pad and just stamp it right down. This is a really close fit with this sentiment, but I like the way it looked. So you have a heart of gold. Isn't that fun? All right. So close that up. Grab our little piece here. And then we're going to bring in our 3 squares of Mango Melody, and again, those were 1 3/4 inch square. I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal and center up the designer series paper on 2 of the squares. Okay, so just like this. And then our stamped sentiment that we just did, I'm going to put that on the last square. So there we have those. Now let's take our piece of Mango Melody that measures 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to adhere that to our card base. My granddaughter has been here for a few days, and swear to God, she walks like an elephant. She boom, boom, boom. So if you hear any of that going on upstairs, that's what that is. Now, because this is so textured from the embossing folder, I'm going to be using my liquid glue. And I'm just going to add liquid glue right around the edges here. All right, put this on. You guys, I'm sorry about her clodhoppers. She does have really big feet too, like size 10 feet. Okay. I always tell her though, that means she has a good understanding, right? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip over our squares with the designer series paper. We're going to add dimensionals to the backs like so. I'm going to take and put those. I'm going to put one right here. And as all I did was leave like a row of caning, and then I'll line that up down here too. So it's just like a row. And then on this piece with our sentiment, I'm going to flip it over, and on opposite corners, I'm just going to add just a little touch of glue and set that down right on top, just like that. Quick, easy, but how cute is that, right? Be sure to comment. I love your comments. I look for them all the time, and I reply to each and every one that I see. So now we are not done. I want to add just a very small touch of glue on each of those. And then I'm going to take these little daisies and just add a couple to the bottom of our card. All right, so there's our card for today. That uses the new 3D Cane Weave embossing folder, the Rain or Shine designer series paper. The sentiment comes from the Marigold Moments. And then of course, our adorable loose daisy embellishments. Thank you for joining me. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with more projects with new product. See you next time.